We are back on Good Morning FTC on the FTC Soundstream, the sound of Five Towns College. And joining us in the studio is Prince Taragi, DJ, producer, and FTC performance art / audio student. How are you doing today, Prince? I'm glad to have you here.
Woo! I'm doing amazing. I'm still waking up, but we're here.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that earlier on the show. Everybody's still waking up. We're all pushing back our alarms later in the semester. But yeah, I'm glad you're up, and I'm glad you're here, because we got a lot to talk about, and a lot to talk about with you. I mean, you have a show here on the radio station as well, so you're not exactly new to being in the studio. That's the Osho Tarry experience, which is your DJ / producer name as well as the name of your show. But I haven't got a chance to listen to it, but I did just get a chance to listen to your song Moonlight, which I really like.
Pretty
and
fire.
I haven't listened to your other song that we're going to play after this segment yet, but I'm really excited for when it comes. Because I know you told me that you like this one.
Oh yeah,
I
think this is my fastest and one of the best production I've done so far. But yeah, I'm really stoked about this one. So I'm really happy it's out tomorrow and we're getting a premiere here.
Right? Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, this is the first place you're ever gonna get to hear this song.
Yeah.
Sky High by Osho Tarry. Very exciting stuff, and hopefully it'll play on your show as well.
Yeah. I definitely, I'll play it. I'll play it.
Well, tell me a little bit more about the show that you have here, what you do there, and also a little more about where'd the name come from, Osho Tarry. I know that's your artist / DJ name. But yeah, where'd that come from, and what's your show like? What can I expect?
Yeah, so my show is it's all about so the name itself, the Osho Tarry Experience. I'm trying to show the audience, show the crowd, what's the experience, the official Osho Tarry experience. My experience is basically the audience experience. What I experience is I want to deliver it to the audience, and it's all about because I do a lot of I do variety of electronic music. So, sometimes I do main stage electronic music. Sometimes I do very dark minimal it's probably techno or very minimal house music, or it's I cover varieties of genres. But yeah, the name Osho Tarry, my nickname is Osho. A lot of people I know back in Thailand, they call me by my nickname Osho. My mom, my dad, they call me by my name Osho. So and Taragi is my last name. So I feel Taragi didn't really, it wasn't really catchy. So I was what could go better with Osho? Because I definitely want to keep Osho. And then I was maybe if I could make Terry, make a little, edit a little bit. So I was Osho Terry works. And I feel that's catchy. And I think I like that.
I agree. I like it a lot too. And I'm glad you're building off of your last name. And you mentioned back in Thailand, your parents and other people you know there call you Osho. But I know you're from Thailand and you came here to go to college. But tell me a little bit more about your experience coming from there and coming to Five Towns in America, New York. How has it been for you? What was it like? And how are you liking it so far?
I think the most hard part for me was to leave home, to leave my hometown, and because first time I left, I was almost about to cry. I was this close to crying. Leaving my parents, leaving my home for something that I want to do, which I was excited about as well, because I'm gonna get to do so much things I've never done, get in in an actual studio with consoles and make music, meet people, make connections here. But there was definitely moments where I was feeling a little depressed, so much homesick. But yeah, so coming here is now I feel I think this is my third semester here. Now it's I feel I know this college now enough that I can call it my home now. Cause I've been commuting here. I live in the dorms here, so whenever I come back to New York, after from a vacation or something, I feel wow, I think this is we're starting to call it home. Slowly and yeah, it's been a wonderful experience here so far. Yeah.
If I could just jump in for a second, what made you? How did you find Five Towns living in Thailand?
So long story short, at the last year of my high school, I was already in New York.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, there must be something in New York. Cause New York is like big, and New York is like you can find a lot of things in New York, like opportunity wise, and like, so many things, like whether it's music or like just anything. So I was just googling and like searching, and I think my high school guidance counselor, they recommended Five Towns like a great college for like music and like art and all like the creative stuff. So I was like, yeah, let me look it up, and then I contacted like the admissions over here. They gave me like a quick like tour when I came here,
Yeah.
and and then I talked to Professor Machado over here, and I got blown away.
He's
I
a
got
great guy.
blown
He's
away.
a good person
Yeah, I
to
feel
talk
like
to.
I got blown away, and I was like, I think he's the one who like convinced my mind. He was like, yep, okay, I need to go here. I need to meet this person.
Yeah.
I need to get a class with this person because
And have you had one with him yet? Because I know I haven't. I'm also in the audio department, but I haven't had a class with Machado yet. I'm looking forward to it though.
I've heard I'm gonna get a class with him next semester.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
But
okay.
I'm still not sure.
You got this. I
Yeah.
believe in you.
Yeah, and I know when I toured the college, I was also looking into a lot of the audio stuff. I feel like I'm more focused on mass comm now.
Yeah.
Actually, Jeff was the one who convinced me to switch over from business to mass comm, but that's a story for another
I
time.
forgot about that, to be honest.
But yeah, I know when I came here and toured it, and I walked past all the studios, and I was just like looking in the windows, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. Look at all the stuff they have here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunities. So, I mean, was that a part of when
Yeah,
you took the tour? You were
definitely.
like, because
Yeah.
I was dumbfounded by it.
Yeah, so I think there was one moment I went past by the radio station, and then I saw they had like the old Newmark like the DJ gear.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, they have a DJ gear here. And I was like, okay, I think there's like, I think this might be the place where I want to go. But like maybe possibly get like connections with the radio, maybe DJ for them.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I really love about Five Towns is I feel like the opportunities are open, and if you want to do stuff,
You just have to
You
take
can, yeah.
Yeah.
You go for it. You talk. All the faculty and professors are super inviting, and they want you to be using all the like crazy equipment we have here. But yeah, you have your radio show tomorrow afternoon, the Osho Tarry Experience. So people can definitely be looking forward to that. But tell me a little bit more about your relationship with music and getting into producing and DJing. How did that happen for you?
So I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but I think two big reasons were like, when I was like, I think 12, 13, I played a lot of like video games, like PSP and like Xbox 360, and then like eventually got into like PC games. So like my dream has always been to be like a content creator and like become like maybe go to like esports one day, like compete for like a team.
Well, I know you are competing now
Yeah.
with the Fortnite team
Yeah,
here
yeah.
at Five
So,
Towns
like-
College. So, I mean,
Yeah,
kind
that's,
of doing
like-
that to start with, but
Yeah.
opportunities are there.
Yeah. But yeah, so I wanted to become a content creator. So when I think I was like 13 or 14, I was uploading my first video in YouTube. Like with like, I think it was like my Fortnite clip or something. And then I was looking for like a music, for like the background. So I went to YouTube again for that. And then I was like, I just searched like gaming music in general. And then, this song came across like by Alan Walker. It's called Faded. And I think that was the first electronic music piece I've ever heard. And then I was blown away. I was like, wait, what instrument? I was like so focused on like what hearing, like, wait, what instrument is that? Like, that doesn't sound like guitar, doesn't sound like any instruments I've heard so far. And then eventually I saw, oh, there's like computers and
Yeah.
like all these like digital things involved. And then I was like, wow, this looks scary, but it's like fun to mess around with. And then I came across DJs as well, DJs performing in festivals. I saw like one DJ, like one of my favorite DJs, in like a YouTube video. They were performing in like a festival called Tomorrowland. And then I saw like the moments, like couple getting engaged, like doing like a euphoric
wow.
moment, and like some of the people getting like a lot of people. It's like people getting united together, like and then for music, like you don't need like a language. It's not like, oh, you have to learn ABCD in order to learn this language. You know, it's music. Like if you play it, people understand it. They get the energy. What energy is giving out, and like it's like a universal language. And and that's how I got hooked into music. And by the way, that video never got uploaded. So like
your first...
it's like yeah, it was like I was like driven into like a whole different path. But I still do game to this day, like in the esports. Like I has like a side I have like a side hobby, like I game every now and then whenever I want to like escape from everything. Just when I want to escape from like everything, just when I feel like I've been working on music too much. I've been like doing a lot of school related work. Then I just like take a break and be like, let's just take a break, like game for a while, and then I'll be back.
Yeah, well, it's always really good to have outlets to be able to just not be working all the time. Because I mean, you're here at school, you're on the esports team, you're producing all this music, which is not really part of your schoolwork. I mean, in some ways, I'm sure it is because you're a performance major, but it seems like you're doing a lot. And so having an outlet to just be able to go and chill is I mean, it's really good for your mental health. I know at the MEIS business convention, there was a whole panel about that. And hanging out with friends, playing video games, it's good for you. It's good for you to just relax.
We all
like
need it.
I think balance is always like we should always have a balance. Otherwise, like it's because I'm really like bad at balancing like myself, like priority wise, and like school. Like it's either I'm either failing school, or like I'm doing really good like my music, like getting releases and all that. But I'm still working on like that, finding that balance.
I just want to jump in here for a second. Do you have like a motivational quote, or you say something to motivate yourself to do more?
I just have one word for it. I feel like I think it's discipline. Like I've heard many quotes about like motivation and everything, but one thing I came across is like I think I would say my gym career could prove that. So I was like during COVID, I was super fat, and then I was like, no, I have to like fix this. Like I can't look fat. I look ugly. So I like grind the gym. Like I've been grinding gym since COVID now, and I think that's because of discipline. Like I wake up every morning, and then I be like, okay, just 1 hour, 4 times a week, and I should be good. And now I feel like I'm slowly getting that. So I do the same with everything that I want to do. Because like motivation is like it's a cycle, but then that cycle will like eventually stop. But then with discipline, it's like that is the cycle you create by yourself, and that cycle will keep you going as long as you stay true to like whatever you want to do. Motivation will come and go. Discipline is what you create. Discipline is what's gonna keep you going. And this is very cliche, but consistency is like very important. And I try to keep.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I try to keep up with that. There are some days where I fail to do that, and I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna push myself too much for it. It's just one day. It's not like the whole month or like so.
Yeah,
It's about getting back on it after that. Though.
Exactly.
Don't let that take you down.
that was well said. Yeah.
But I want to ask you a little bit more about how that goes into your process for producing and making music. What is your process? And I mean, is it based around the discipline stuff as well? How do you do it?
Definitely a lot of discipline, but it's also like the people who I look up to. I see like what it takes to be like in this industry. Like only it's not like everyone can make it. Like only the few people who like actually they're like willing to do this. Only they can like actually achieve this. So I feel like that also drives me like to work hard, like wake up, work hard every day. But like the way I make music is like is like I use two softwares actually. So I use FL Studio for like producing and everything. And then when it comes to recording and like editing like audio like snippets of like whatever we recorded or studio related work, then I use Pro Tools. Because like I feel like Pro Tools will like you can get so much in detail with like editing
Yeah.
and like so it's like really good for that. And for like I'm using I'm using all three studios like in school. So like let's say if one's free, like I use that. If like the other studio is busy, I go to other studio and like I make my way around. But yeah, I go around. I've been like going crazy this semester with like making music and like with the whole discipline thingy. Like I've been committing myself to like I think I should like I should be making more releases because the first I think because Moonlight I released Moonlight that was like a year ago, and then the song after Moonlight I'm releasing it like tomorrow. So that's
Yeah.
like after a year, and I was like, no, that's
You wanna have
it's
more.
too bad. Like yeah, so I need at least every 2 to 3 months one music, like or even better if I could do more.
Yeah.
So I think and just like sometimes it's just the love of it, just the love to make music and just to like get that feeling. And there's some ideas like I have on my laptop right now, like they're like really brand new. I listen to them like every now and then, and I go like, this idea is so sick, like I can't wait to finish it. And I think that also like drives me and like it also pushes me to like finish that song. And then when time to release it, to promote it, and I get super excited to like just now for like Sky High, I've had a wonderful journey. Like I started this song in like summer, and then now we're like finishing and like we're finally releasing that.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to hear it in just a couple minutes now, but we got to build up the suspense a little
Yeah.
more. I mean, tell me, I want to know a little bit more, like for this song specifically, or just in general, what is like exactly what you do to make a song? Like when you're like, okay, I'm gonna make a song, where do you start?
So every it depends. So like every song is different. So some tracks will make me think like, oh, this is like it's very technical, but I could make this work. So and other tracks are like very melodic. Maybe like it's the mix, or like maybe it's like how I came up with the idea. But yeah, it really depends on like from track to track. Some tracks are like really really beautiful. Like they will touch you, and it will like it's like my thinking process with each track will be like very different. So yeah, so like the way I see it is like these tracks are kind of like talking to me in a way, but like in a musical way. So I just have to be like delivering the message through this track. So I just try to like be very connected to the music I'm making, like what I'm trying to share. And it's a goal to like for people to hear the music and be like, wow, this made my day. And at that if that person gets happy, I get super happy. Like I'm glad I made them happy. And like it's what music does. It's like like people listen and then they're like, wow, I love this song.
Yeah.
And it's like I've been listening to it all day, and it's like I want to do that. Like I want to make someone's day, like going from like super sad to like being like, oh, super like energetic or joyful, bringing their like spirits up. And yeah.
Yeah, I hope you get that level of fan connection.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's time to listen to your song. So that I'm just really
It's
excited about it,
time.
guys.
I am intrigued. Yeah.
I've been thinking. I mean, I haven't heard it yet. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me
Thank you.
here
Thank
in
you,
the
Prince.
studio,
Thank you.
Prince. Thank you, Grace, Adrian, and Jeff as well for being here with me today, as well as Pat in the other room producing. Love to have you, Pat. Oh yeah. But yeah, that is all for today on Good Morning FTC, and we are all going to have a little listening party to Prince's new song Sky High in the studio, and I hope everyone at home listening in enjoys it as well. And if you do, and Prince, tell him because he wants to
Yeah.
hear it. And
We'll tell you right in this room, Prince.
We will.
Because we're
Yeah,
here.
You're gonna get exactly what you were
love
looking
meeting
for.
people. I love meeting people, like making connections and all that. Like
Yeah. And there's tons of ways to do that at Five Towns College.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's time. Let's hear the
It's
song.
time.
Thanks so much to everyone tuning in to Good Morning FTC on the FTC Soundstream, the sound of Five Towns College. And now let's hear Sky High.